The Hidden Treasure proudly presents Miss Nepal 2018, brought to you by Roslyn FM 95.2, powered by Colors Mobile, styled by Levon.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to this very special show, the first of its kind in Nepal television. In 1994, at a time when Nepali society was yet to conceive the idea of women empowerment, contrary to Nepali society's traditional beliefs, a platform was announced where women could come forth, identify their talents, hone it, and then present it in front of the entire country. At a time when Nepali women were struggling to find their identity within their own families, the idea was not met with much excitement. But the people behind the idea were adamant, and as a result, the first edition of Miss Nepal was organized. The same group of people the following year registered a company by the name of the Hidden Treasure. And since then, Hidden Treasure has been organizing Miss Nepal every year possible. But not without hindrances. At one side was Hidden Treasure's Miss Nepal, and at the other was a patriarchal society such as Nepal. And Miss Nepal was training women, young women, to be bold, to be fearless, to be independent, and to be free. For the first time, women realized that they voicing out their opinions or just being themselves was not a sin. For the first time, women were introduced to a concept where they could rise and shine. And that made way for hundreds of thousands of young women to aspire to do the same in the coming years. This perhaps was the dawn of a new change, a change that just not spoke about equality, but also catered to it. 25 years later, the Hidden Treasures and Miss Nepal have been doing the same. And as a result, we can see hundreds of thousands of young women aspiring to become bold, to be themselves, and to be able to express their voices fearlessly. The ripple effect of this carried on to other pageants as well, and people started creating platforms where other participants would come in and hone their skills as well. This year, Miss Nepal has a record 25 finalists. Each year, Miss Nepal puts these finalists into a training program that lasts about 1 month or 1.5 months. As a part of their training program, the Miss Nepal participants visit Nepal television every year, where they see the operations and hope to learn from Nepal's #1 broadcaster. We at Nepal television thought we would do things differently this year, and we decided to put these beautiful contestants in front of the camera. So as a result of that, today, for the first time in the history of Nepal television and Miss Nepal, we have 25 stunning contestants of Miss Nepal here with us, whom we shall interact with. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to the 25 stunning contestants of Miss Nepal 2018. All right, I hope you can understand my nervousness, because this is the first time I've been in a room with 25 stunning, beautiful, and equally intelligent young women. If I screw up today, perhaps I'm going to blame it on the Ruslan water, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you questions. You're going to be yourself. You're going to be free. You're going to be independent, fierce, everything that I talked about in my monologue, all right? So we start with contestant #1, Mahima Singh. Mahima, you're from Kathmandu itself.
Yes, I am.
You're a salsa dancer as well.
Not really a salsa dancer, but yes, I've learned salsa for a few months.
Is that your plan? After you win the crown, you stand up
I
and
really
perform
love to
salsa
complete
for
it
the
till
first time?
the advanced level. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a Miss Nepal that can dance salsa. I mean, I think the contest should be who's going to be her salsa dancing partner as well, right? And
I
entirely
wish
new.
so.
So what are you doing? What are your hobbies? What are your interests, Mahima? And what do you aspire to be?
I recently graduated. I finished my BBA in ACE Institute of Management with a specialization of marketing. Since I'm really interested in marketing and I aspire to become an entrepreneur in my future, I would love to get involved in hospitality or maybe fashion industry. So yeah, I've got one thing on my mind, opening up my jewelry store. Maybe I won't be designing it, but I would really want to do that since that has been my family business so far.
So you want to make a lot of money. Well, who doesn't, right? So how has your journey been so far in Miss Nepal pageant?
Oh, it's been really amazing. It's been out of my thought, you know, whatever I had before I entered to this thing, to Miss Nepal. It's been extremely opposite to that. It's been very tough. It's been competitive at the same time. It's been really challenging. At the same time, we've been getting to learn a lot of things that I did not even think of.
But it's fun, right?
Yes, fun at the same time.
Well, good to talk to you, Mahima.
Thank
I'll
you.
get back to you in a little while. Contestant number 2 then, Ronali Amatya. How are you, Ronali?
I'm good. How
Good?
are you? Thank
I'm
you.
good. First time in Nepal television?
Yes.
रमाइलो लाग्यो नेपाल टेलिभिजनको इन्भाइरोमेन्ट है कुनै दिन यहाँ आएर कार्यक्रम चलाउने मन छ?
Not thought about it, but obviously.
But would you
yes.
be interested? Well, who wouldn't, right? So, what do you want to do, Ronali? What have you been doing so far, and how has the journey been for you?
The journey so far is amazing. Like I can feel everybody. You know, like it's like it is a great learning process. We all have dreamt to be here, and being here in Miss Nepal is something unexpected. Like we are learning each day from everyone, of every individual. So journey so far is going on amazing. And talking about what I want to be and what I aspire to be, I aspire to inspire people in every possible way.
So you want to be the role model for a lot of women to look up to, right?
Yes.
And I guess that's what Miss Nepal platform is all about. I mean, Mahima mentioned it as well. You know, you guys seem a close bunch of people, right? But is it just on television or in front of people or behind? It's like, oh, I've got to win. I've got to make sure that she doesn't learn as much as I do.
It's a competition, but yes, I can feel the bond is getting stronger day by day.
And you're a fitness enthusiast. Would you like to elaborate on that?
I love to work out. That's what it means.
All right, you've got to teach me some of that because I've never able to hit the gym, right? So, Ronali, I'll get back to you. Kashya Adhikari, contestant number 3. Hi, Kashya, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm fine.
Don't make me feel like a teacher, right? So, Kashya, what are your goals and how has the journey been for you?
Okay, talking about my goals, I have recently graduated from Bachelor's in Business Administration, majoring marketing. So yes, I aspire to become an entrepreneur as well because I have this interest since I was a child because my parents and my extended families are also not from business background. So I wanted to learn, you know, how this business environment work. So yes, I aspire to be that. And talking about journey so far, it's been amazing. Every girls are really great and they are from different background from Nepal, so it's very interacting and we get to learn so many things every day and it's been great.
All right, Kashya, I think if I'm going to repeat these questions, then you're going to repeat the answers, right? So I want to know how you are as a person, right? Before Miss Nepal or even when Miss Nepal is not going on, how are you? How are you? Tell me 3 words that describe you the best.
Okay, right now? Okay, before I was really shy, had low confidence, and of course I did not had the clear vision that I can be this. But after I'm here, I know what are my potentials, and I have developed a lot of strength to, you know, to talk and to be confident and to be myself. So yes, that is what I am.
Is that what Miss Nepal teaches you to say? Is there a transformation actually? Like, you know, I mean, 1.5 months in your entire life is a small given time frame, right?
Yeah.
So is there a transformation that happens within those 1.5 months? It does.
Exactly,
It does.
yes.
So everybody acknowledges that, and I can see Amalia is there. So I mean, they dare not go against the script, right? So successful entrepreneur, and you've been the 2nd runner-up of Angel 2010 beauty pageant, and I've seen that you're the winner of many dance awards as well. So you love dancing. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I love dancing.
Wow, wow. Do they let you dance, or I mean, are you dancing on the trainer's words more or less in Miss Nepal?
Yeah, I'm dancing in talent round because I love dancing since I was 2 years old, and I know I have that you know, passion and patience to learn and to perform because performing arts and interacting with audience, I love doing that
Well,
through dancing.
thank you very much, Kashya. I'll get
Thank
back to you in a little bit. Anupama Bastola, contestant number 4. Anupama, I saw that Biratnagar's mayor actually had posted a picture wishing you all the best. So the entire Biratnagar is
Yes.
rooting for you. And I know Shiksha is from Biratnagar as well. So you don't like that, do you? Tell me honestly. How are you, Anupama?
I'm good, Suraj. What about you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. You've been an RJ, I know that, right? And you're into social work, and you host a lot of shows in Purvanchal as well. Tell me something that I don't know and it's not written here.
Being Anupama Bastula, I'm very positive, and I always believe in having a good moral values because whatever we do, it's all about our mindset. So having a good moral value and positive attitude is what a good human should carry. So I believe in that, and I am
So
that.
you're optimistic all the time, you're telling
Yes.
me, right? So you look at the positive side of thing and then only move forward. Anupama, if I were to ask you, what's the probably one habit that you'd like to change about yourself, or a trait probably that you could change, what would it be?
If changing something before Miss Nepal, I was little judgmental, to be honest. But after coming to this pageant, after having such transformation, what I learned was being a Miss Nepal or being a lady of Nepal, we should not be judgmental to anyone. So I am proud that I got to learn this
Was there
at this
such an
age.
incident that triggered you to learn that, or did it just happen out of the blues? I'm a positive girl, I'm judgmental. I don't see, I mean, both are contrary to each other too, right? But so was there such
No,
an
it's
incident that happened?
sometimes situation comes. We don't know because nothing is fixed, nothing is scripted. So we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. But if I be judgmental sometime, that is according to the situation.
Usang jhagda
But
paryo
I'm
त्यहाँ?
no one with no one. But at the end, I'm always positive.
So now you're not judgmental at all.
No, I
Well,
am not.
well, that's a lesson for life, I suppose, then,
Yes.
right? Thank you, Anupama. I'll get back to you in a little bit.
Okay.
Sandhya, contestant number 5, Sandhya Adhikari. You're from Chitwan, I see,
Yes,
Bharatpur.
sir.
Again, the
Sorry.
sir,
Yes,
right?
Suraj.
I mean, so you love to be around children, and you're a bachelor in dental surgery. Imagine my dentist coming in to treat my teeth wearing a crown. I would love that, right? So, I mean, is that the plan moving forward?
Yes, I have so much love to a crown.
But you just want to treat dental, I mean, flaws of children, you tell me.
No, no, not just children, but I love to be around children.
You love to be around children.
Yes.
Any particular reason for that? Do you have a younger brother or something
Yes,
like
yes,
that?
I
Yeah.
do have.
How old is he?
I always love playing with children and being insane like them.
Right. Wow. Wow. Well, that's another thing, right? And the first insane Miss Nepal. That would be great headlines as well. So you love to play basketball, and you're a good athlete, is what you've written.
Yes,
Yeah?
I used to think that I was a good athlete until yesterday.
Until yesterday.
Yeah.
So what was it? Was it your physical day out or something like
Yes,
that?
yesterday it was our sports day, and I got to realize that every woman here are a very good athlete.
Probably the school you studied in had
Yeah,
shorter women, right? And now that everybody's tall,
Yes.
everybody's blocking you rebounds. Oh, well, tell me about that. So, Sandhya, are you looking, do you think you can become the Miss Nepal 2018?
Yes, sure. I have confidence that I can be a Miss Nepal 2018.
Who's your
and
biggest competitor? यार सबैमध्ये एकजना चाहिँ निक्लिँदै हुन्थ्यो भने को हुन्थ्यो होला त्यो मान्छे चाहिँ?
Not as such. Everyone are so deserving and so confident like me. So everyone, everyone are my competitor.
All right, Sandhya. Nice talking to you. I'll get
Thank-
back to you in a little while.
Thank you, Suraj.
Contestant number 6, Sharvani. Hi, Sharvani. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
You've got a motto here. How deeply you touch others' life is how rich your own life is, right?
Yes.
Has there been an instance in your entire life where you thought that you really touched somebody's heart or personality?
Well, I feel that that has been my motto ever since I can remember.
Right.
I feel that if I can touch someone's life in whatever little way that
Have
I
you
can.
done that, though, as of yet? Do you believe you've done that? Do you
Yes,
have a
I
story
feel
behind it?
I don't think it has to be a, this big event or this big moment that I can,
Right.
talk about right
Oh, wow.
now. However, there are several instances in my everyday life, whether it's a random stranger that I meet on the road, whether it's my own family, whether it's me inspiring someone to just be better versions of themselves. That is something I strive to do every single day of my life.
So you're a kind person, basically. Is that it?
I'd
Well,
like to think so.
Well, another life goal of mine, right? So you've got a diploma in classical dance, right? A lot of dancers here. The talent round's going to be tough, I suppose, right? How many of you are dancing in talent round? Yeah, well, everybody. How many of you are singing? So what are the rest doing? Like swimming, speaking, speaking? What are you doing? What's a solo act? Acting. Oh, wow, wow, wow. So all talents in one basket is what Miss Nepal is, right? So Sharvani, are you looking forward to Miss Nepal main event, and how has your journey been so far?
Yes, I think that the Miss Nepal journey for me has been one of the most exciting and the best experiences of my life so far. We're getting to learn so many different things in all, you're getting speakers and mentors from all different fields. And in such a short span of time, I think we're getting to learn so much more, and it's really helped us become better human beings.
Who do you think is going to be the Miss Nepal 2018? Give me
I
a name.
Sharvani Pandey.
Well, there you go. Right? So Sushmita Shapkota, contestant number 7. How are you, Sushmita? Is it a problem wearing heels all the time? You know, this is something that always comes to my mind. You know, you're always wearing heels, and I thought I was a tall person until the day I walked inside Miss Nepal's training hall, and I had to be like, everybody is here, right? So, is it difficult wearing heels?
No, it's not. Actually, it was difficult before coming to Miss Nepal, but I'm so used to it now. I'm completely okay with what I'm wearing.
So, you're a CA,
Yes.
Sushmita.
I'm
and
doing CA. Actually, I'm not a CA. I'm doing CA. I'm into my finals.
Right, and I mean, you've got to study a lot for CA, is what
Yeah,
they tell you.
a lot,
Is
yeah.
Miss Nepal hampering your studies then?
No, actually not. It is just 1.5 months of the training, and my entire day I focus on what I am and what I aspire to be. And CA is my dream, and Miss Nepal is also as well. But Miss Nepal is not hampering my studies. It is actually boosting me up.
Now, one of the government's main agenda has been tax awareness, and you've said in your profile that you want to conduct a tax awareness program. Would
Yes.
you elaborate on that for us?
Yes, tax is the major source, the major revenue for the government, but many of the people in my country are unaware about collection of taxes.
Is it unaware, or do they just don't want to pay?
No, I think
Both.
there are some legal rules and regulations regarding it, but they are unaware of the rules and regulations. So they don't know how to pay it, what much percentage they should pay, and all that. That tax in our country is in progressive basis. Actually, they are unaware. So awareness program is needed at this stage of our life, or at this stage. So I am looking into conducting tax awareness program.
I'm looking forward to that. A Miss Nepal wearing a crown comes in and speaks about tax. I mean, that's a global headline for you, right?
Yes, sir, and tax is the major revenue for the government, and it will help to our country for the economic development of our country. So I think it is needed the most now.
You say you're a good athlete as well. Is that like hers and it's changed, or are you still a good athlete?
No, I'm still a good athlete. I
Okay.
won 3 medals
How
yesterday.
did she do? Did she do well in?
Yeah, I
oh,
won
oh,
3
that-
medals yesterday.
Oh, you won 3
Yeah.
medals yesterday. Calls for a party then, right? But
Okay.
after the show, I suppose. All right, we move forward then. Thank you. I'll get back to you in a little
Thank
while,
you.
Sushmita. Priya Sigdel, contestant number 8. How are you, Priya?
Suraj, how are you?
I'm all right? I mean, blessed with the opportunity of a lifetime for me too, I suppose, right? Couldn't be happier. You're a social entrepreneur leading a non-profit organization called Hati Hati. Oh, I'd heard about you. Yes, Priya.
Yes.
Tell us about your non-profit organization.
So, Hati Hati is an initiation started for marginalized communities, women especially, where we try to bring them together and we
Right.
give them trainings, skill training and also education training for a proper literacy rate. So what we do eventually is we try to balance them with monthly economy, so that they can balance their life and sustain and help in the country's economy. So Hati Hati is a small initiation. It has been 1 year,
Right.
and I'm leading Hati Hati as president there.
And how difficult is it for a girl of your age? You're just 23 years old and you're already leading a non-profit organization. I'm sure there are a lot of challenges that come in with the governmental procedures, and then raising money is another thing, raising awareness is another thing. Has it been difficult?
It's always difficult, but I have always believed that if it doesn't challenge me, it won't change me. And by better change, and even Miss Nepal also says, be beautiful, be the change. So for that change, I always try. And difficulties doesn't means that it's something wrong I am doing, but the challenges or difficulties are the reason that I'm here. I can I can voice up my initiation. So I'm trying, but difficulties are not the reason that I'm going to stop myself.
So is that why you are in Miss Nepal, so that you can talk to a larger audience, you can probably spread the word a bit more powerfully?
Yes, Miss Nepal has always promoted beauty with purpose. So I have always been a person who always stands for purpose. So yes, I would say yes.
All right, Priya, interesting then. I'll get back to you as well.
Yes.
We move on to Shiksha. Shiksha, you're from Biratnagar. Did the mayor wish you as well? Was there a post?
No, not yet. Hopefully
Okay.
you will do.
Hopefully after you win, then
Yeah.
he'll go on to write about you. Well, not to take anything away from the girls, right? So what do you want to do, Siksha? You're fairly young as well. You're doing BBA. How has the journey been so far for you?
I've just completed my bachelor's in business administration from Kathmandu University, and till date the journey has been really amazing. I've got to meet all these beautiful ladies from different backgrounds, and every life of theirs have touched us. सबैजनाको हाम्रो अस्ति धुली खेलमा इन्टरेक्सन सेसन भएको थियो जहाँबाट चाहिँ हामीले सबैको लाइफमा डिफ्रेन्ट डिफ्रेन्ट एक्सपिरियन्सहरू हुन्छ त्यहाँबाट नि हामी सिक्दै आउँछौँ भन्ने सिक्यौँ सो या आइ एम भेरी प्राउड टु मिट अल दिस ब्युटिफुल लेडिज
You've already been the winner of Little Queen Nepal. How old were you back then?
I was 12 years old back
12
then.
years old, right? A long time ago. So
Yeah.
probably that won't translate. But you've
Yeah.
also won Little Fresh Face. So already having won a pageant,
Yeah.
does that experience and does that knowledge count later when you come to a pageant like Miss Nepal, which is the
yeah.
ultimate pageant perhaps?
It does because ever since Little Queen 2007, I always had this dream of coming to Miss Nepal 2000 something. Maybe I just imagined myself to be Miss Nepal someday, and I always tried my best to excel in whatever I did, whether it be Little Queen or whether it be Little Fresh Face. And yes, that has definitely helped me till date to be more strong, to be more confident, and I believe I'm consistent enough to do good even in Miss Nepal.
Well, that's quite a statement there. How many of you have participated in pageants before coming to Miss Nepal already? A lot of people, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well. So, Siksha, it was interesting talking to you. And you want to own your own restaurant, you say. Are you a foodie?
Yes, I am, and I really want
Doesn't look like it, right?
Definitely. People always say me, where does all the food go? Because I'm always this ever since my childhood. Yeah, I definitely want to own a restaurant and do some social works because I really want to use my voice from this platform regarding depression, which is very timely and relevant because I myself have been through that phase. So I definitely want to use this platform to aware lots of people as much as I can.
So it's more about mental health for you then as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Siksha, that's another interesting thought then. A lot of interesting thoughts popping from everywhere
Thank you
here.
so much.
Siksha, I'll get back to you.
Sure.
Let's go to Manita Devkota, contestant number 10. You're from Gorkha.
Yes,
Were you there in Gorkha when the earthquake was happening or happened?
Fortunately, I was not.
Fortunately, you were not. I mean, I would say unfortunately, especially because I'm in Miss Nepal, right? And I would say I would like to help those people. How about that for a scripted answer, right? So, Manita, what do you like doing?
I like to do a variety of activities, actually. Swimming, anything outdoorsy, cooking, reading, traveling.
So I can guess from your accent that you're not in Kathmandu or you're not in Nepal for quite a long time. Is that true?
Yes,
Where were you?
I went to study abroad in America.
In America. So, and what brought you back to Kathmandu then?
Miss Nepal.
Miss Nepal. But, I mean, how much of a sense does it make to a person who spent probably their entire lives here, right? And they're participating in Miss Nepal and you've come back and you win, you go on to win it, then what's the plan moving forward? Do you then decide to stay your entire life back in Kathmandu or primary of your life back in Kathmandu or Nepal, or do you want to go back?
Nepal is my motherland. I have a love for Nepal that is different from my appreciation for America. So I have a special place for Nepal in my heart. The reason for me coming back, the reason I'm coming back here is because I also want to do some change here. And Miss Nepal helps to empower women, and I believe that an empowered woman consequently creates a change and empowers her community. And I came for Miss Nepal because I wanted to further empower myself. And with that, I wanted to create a change at a bigger magnitude.
That still doesn't answer my question. After you win the crown, are you going to stay back in Nepal for a good length of time, or 1 year after you're done with your reigning period, and then you want to go back?
Well,
answer honestly, right? Because all this is going live on television, and people will be keeping track of where you are, right? So.
Well, my degree was public health,
right.
So there is a lot of public health work to be done here in Nepal. I'm sure we all know. So even if I do not win the crown, I still have aspirations and desires to do some good here in terms of public health, specifically children's health and maternal health.
Well, that's brilliant, Manita. Good talking to you. Then we move on to contestant number 11. I'll get back to you in a little while. Thank you very much. Anashrut Pant.
Yes.
What does it mean, Anashrut?
Anashrut is...
Anashrut, all right.
Anashrut, yes.
Beg your pardon?
It's a Sanskrit word. It means a legendary person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I always curse my parents for not keeping a Sanskrit name for me, right? I mean, Suraj, you go to a junction and you cry out loud, Suraj, and there'll be about 10 people that walk out. And then everybody's like, hey, what are you calling me? So, Anashrut,
Yes.
that's how you get your name.
Anashrut, yes.
Anashrut. All right. So, you're interested in reading,
Yes.
and you're interested in reading life-changing books.
Yes.
Define that for me, please.
Life-changing as in, I want something that would change me in a very positive way.
Right.
To give an instant book, example of a book would be The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. That book just changed my life. I've become so positive and I've believed in myself, in life and the universe. So
you're a learner, basically, right?
yes.
And you know, this thing about people who read a lot, and I know this, is because, I mean, they read a lot, and it's hard to translate that knowledge that they've read vocally. Is that a problem for you? Has that been a problem for you ever, or are you good at both sides of these?
I think when I read a book, I just imagine it in my head, but I think it's very hard for me to say it to people like yo ho, esto hunsa or anything. So yes, it's hard to say it in words what I feel from the book.
Right. So you want to be a social entrepreneur. There are a lot of people who want to be a social entrepreneur here, right? Raise your hands for social entrepreneurship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So it's, I mean, social entrepreneurship, of course, but what kind of social entrepreneurship? Have you ever given it a thought?
Actually, I'm an undergraduate student at Apex College. I'm studying bachelor's in business administration.
Right.
So coming from business studies and everything, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but social entrepreneur, so that I could do something for the marginalized community, to the women who are not capable of earning their own income. So I wanted to do something for them.
Right.
I want to train them at least for something, so that they could do something in their life economically.
And what kind of a person are you? You know, I'll get back to everybody because I want to know that, and that's what our audiences want to know. Apart from Miss Nepal, apart from all the light, all the glamour, what kind of a person are you?
Apart from the light and glamour, all these 24 beautiful sisters of mine call me Chulbul Pandey because I'm very jolly and fun kind of person.
So you keep moving around.
Yes.
It's going to be hard for us to keep you during the length time of the interview.
No,
as well.
I'm well prepared, well trained.
Right. All right. We'll see about that. Right. Thank you, Anashrut.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you again. All right. Moving forward, Jyotsna Chetri, contestant number 12 from Pokhara. How are you, Jyotsna?
I'm very good, thanks. Yourself?
Do you live in Pokhara itself, or are you? I mean, you just say that you're from Pokhara?
I've been living in Sydney. I'm from Sydney,
Oh,
Australia.
wow.
Yes, my dad's house is in Pokhara, and I lived there. I completed my year 11 and 12 from Gantaki boarding school in Pokhara.
So why did you come back to participate?
Miss Nepal.
Right. Oh, Miss Nepal. Yeah. But why Miss Nepal? You know, like, I mean, you're there in Australia, you know, probably you've got your own line of career there, and suddenly you decide, all right, I'm going to go back and participate in this pageant that I might win, I might not win. Obviously, you would be coming with a lot of confidence saying I will win. But, I mean, is that a difficult choice to make? Like, I'll come back and I'll participate in this pageant. It was not a difficult choice.
It was very clear to me ever since I was a child. It has been my dream. The day I went to Australia, I said to my friends, I'm going to come back in this year to participate in Miss Nepal, and this has been the goal of my life. So I've been working every year to get to where I am today. Yeah, it has been very clear. It wasn't difficult at all.
I mean, obviously, there's no comparison between Australia and Nepal, right? And there might be a lot of negative comparisons where Nepal would probably be in the shadow and that Australia would be in light. But tell me such an instance or something that you found that you thought we Nepali do it better than Australians or than Australia.
Family bonding.
Family bonding. And you think that is essential? Because, I mean, there are two concepts regarding that as well, right? Because would you want an individual to be free after a certain age so that he can develop himself? Or would you rather have that fallback place as a family?
I'd say we need both as an individual. Sometimes I just feel like I wish I was just alone so I could just work hard and come home at whatever time I want. Wish my mom didn't call me all the time, even when I'm at work. But then again, family, that's the most important thing of your life. I don't know, I can live without my friends, but I need my mother and my brother. I just need family. no matter what it is, what I'm set to do, my career, my goal, at the end of the day, you need your mom. You need to see your mom's face when you come home. So I think you should be with your family forever if you can.
Well, I'll have to stop you there, otherwise my eyes are going to get watery, right? Thank you. I'll get back to you then, Jyotsna.
Thank you.
Lakshmi Pant, contestant number 13 from Mahendra Nagar. तपाईं चाहिँ महेन्द्र नगरै बस्नुहुन्थ्यो कि like do you live in Kathmandu as well?
7 years, more than 7 years. From +2, I live in Kathmandu.
Right. And why Miss Nepal?
It's been a dream for me to build myself confident and help the needy one.
So you play basketball as well, and you captained your college team.
Yes.
Which college was that?
K&K International College.
Did you win any tournaments going around playing?
Yes, I won, but yesterday I did. I feel that we should work hard and play, and our stamina should do.
All right. So, I mean, you've been out of touch then. You used to
Yes.
play a long time ago. So how has the journey been for you? Like coming in, participating in Miss Nepal, 25 of probably Nepal's most intelligent, most beautiful contestants there. You can learn from each other. We got that already. But how has the journey been? And tell me things that they've not told.
It's been for me a life-saving experience, and anything we can get knowledge and groom ourselves. Each and every day I feel that I am building my confidence in myself, self-esteem.
What's one thing that you don't like about Miss Nepal's training?
Time management. I'm not getting time management even to care myself. Till morning to till evening there is training.
There's training.
It's so hard for being even care of ourselves.
Well, great sacrifices only yield great results, so I hope that works out for you.
But it's worth.
Well, thank you. Then I'll get back to you as well. Subeksha Shrestha, contestant number 14. And hi, Subeksha.
Hello.
You're from Dang.
Yes.
So again, I'm going to ask you the same. Do you live in Dang, or are you living in Kathmandu?
Actually, my hometown is Dang,
Dang.
and I have lived there for about 15, 16 years up to my SLC.
Right.
And then after I moved to Kathmandu for my
Is
higher
it
studies.
a difficult process, you living your entire childhood in Dang and coming to Kathmandu in search of opportunities? Because I can see you're a bachelor in pharmacy, and I don't think that subject is available in Dang. Was it difficult at first?
Actually, a bit difficult to leave parents, but since I had my sisters here, so there was a comfort for me because there were my sisters to share my problems with, so I really had that comfort.
Now tell me honestly, if you're not Miss Nepal, if you're not, if you become the second runner-up, or there are 4 titles this year, right? So will you be happy if you bag any one of those 4, or do you just want Miss Nepal Universe or Miss Nepal World itself?
Well, I believe that no matter which title you win, you will get to represent your nation in the international platform, which is a great opportunity. And I will be happy, but I find Miss World to be of purpose as it has a motto. So I think I'll be more happy if I win that of Miss World, but I believe getting anyone would be a great thing.
And what if you don't win? How many of you see yourselves crying if you don't win Miss Nepal? How many of you? Everybody? No one's going to cry? I'm not going to believe that. See, I'm going to be the host of your Miss Nepal 2018, and I'll be backstage and I'll be watching, right? So, and I'm going to make sure that I let my audiences know as well. So, would you cry?
Actually, it has been my dream for so long, and I want this, but even if I don't win, but I'll be happy for the reason that I have learned so much from here that I'll not have learned in any other field. So I'll be very thankful to the hidden treasure, to the opportunity that I have got. So it will depend on that time. I cannot say anything
All right.
right
Only
now.
time will tell then, Subeksha. All the best. I'll get back to you in a little while.
Thank you so much.
Lakshmi Padel, contestant number 15. Hi, Lakshmi. How are you? All right, let's start with your introduction. Not that you've prepared, not that you gave in your profile, something that you've not written here, but that describes you the best. Because the best things, or the most honest things, I suppose you can't write. Am I right?
Well,
Am I right?
people see me as a serious and composed person, but deep inside, I'm a jolly person.
You're a jolly person.
Yeah.
Is she the most quiet one in the trainings? No?
Really?
She used to be. Right, the first initial few days until the ice broke, and after that you're jolly, right?
Yeah.
So that's the person you are with it,
Yes.
right? And so does that mean you're naughty as well? Like, were you naughty as a child? Oh, see, Mahima is saying yeah already. So, are you a naughty person?
Yeah, a little
Yeah?
bit.
What's the naughtiest thing you've done till date?
I tease a lot.
You tease a lot.
Yeah.
To guys or
No,
oh,
no.
right. So I mean,
I tease. Shall I take a name?
that would be real empowerment, wouldn't it be? What do? You tease whom? Your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, well, when they're going out for their trainings or they're on the limelight, then you try to tease them.
Yes.
So basically, you're saying you're trying to derogate their performance and make sure that your performance outshines. Is
No,
that
no,
true?
no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, what do you want to become in the future, Lakshmi?
I want to be an entrepreneur.
You want to become an entrepreneur as well.
Yes.
What's up with like all women wanting to become entrepreneurs, right? Everybody wants money these days. Is that what it is? Or
No, well, coming from a business background,
Oh.
like we have studied business management, so yeah, our focus is on being entrepreneur.
so, I mean, again, the statement, I come from a business family and I want to become an entrepreneur. Does that mean that like for 16 or 18 years of your childhood, you've really been exposed to that every day and you believe that you have the knack for it?
Oh, actually, not being from a business family, but
Oh,
we
your
have
study, your
yeah,
education
yeah,
background is...
my education is business background, so I
Right.
want to do something in business.
Well, that's brilliant, right? And I suppose a lot of women entrepreneurs or businessmen is what the country needs at the moment as well, because that's one side of Nepal's economy where women are really in minority, right?
Yes.
All right, it was great talking to you. So then I'll get back to you then.
Thank you.
Contestant number 16, Astha Sakha. Is that how you
Hello.
say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Astha, you're from Bhaktapur and you live in Bhaktapur,
Yeah,
I suppose,
definitely.
right? So BBA, empower women by providing them opportunities. Describe that for me.
Empowering women in a sense that providing them the job opportunities, such as being economically empowered so that they can stand on their own feet and do not have to just lean down in front of their husbands. Because
Oh.
we are in a patriarchal society, we really need to give an upliftment for their own empowerment.
So financial independence is
Yes.
what you're after, right? And I see a lot of people play basketball here, right? And is that because of your height, like your school instructor says, all right, you're tall, you got to play basketball, or what is it like? Even you want to become a basketball coach, it's written here, right? You've coached basketball already, right? So, well, there you go. So why basketball?
Because it's the sport that I've been playing right from my childhood and it's in my vein. I cannot rub it off.
Do they make you play basketball in your physical training exercise that happened yesterday?
Unluckily not, because otherwise I would have nailed it.
You nailed it. Oh, wow. Like the confidence. What did they make you guys do?
In terms of?
Yesterday, what did they make you do
Okay,
in your physical training?
they made us do the discus throw, long jump, and shot put, and relay.
Oh, wow. Those are difficult without practice, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did you do well? Did she do well? She
I
did
did
all right?
well, I suppose.
She did all right. Who's your best friend amongst them all? I'll take a guess. I think it's contestant number 20. Is that right? Megha Shrestha is your best friend. Is that correct?
I really don't have a best friend. I'm good to all of them. But yeah, she's one of my close.
So who do you not like?
It's not like, no,
Just
I'm
between
good
you
with
and
all
me.
of them.
You
It's
like
not
all
I
of
don't like anyone.
Right. Well, it's great talking to you. I'll get back to you, Astha, in a little while.
Thank you.
So now we move to Mamta Joshi. Sorry, are you good friends with her or do you not like her? You're good friends with everybody, right? How difficult is it making friends, or is it already given that you have to be friends and you can't fight because you're participating in pageant altogether, and then even if you don't like a person and if you start a brawl, then they'll kick you out of the pageant itself. Is it like that, or
No, no, no.
no, not at all? So Mamta, you grew up in Pokhara, did you?
Basically, no.
No. But you're from Kathmandu.
No,
right?
no. From Pokhara, I study in Pokhara. I work in Pokhara.
Oh, right. Right. So you're in Pokhara now,
Yeah.
full-time based. You're a nurse there.
Yeah.
Which hospital?
Gandaki Medical College.
Oh, wow. Wow. So that's brilliant. If you want to be a knight, act like a knight. How does a knight act like?
I want to inspire other, and I believe if I will be able to do a small thing, that will be the best experience and the best achievement for me.
And you're already the winner of Miss Pokhara 2017 pageant. Now, comparing 2017 Miss Pokhara and comparing 2018 Miss Nepal, is it a different ball game altogether?
In the base of challenge, yes.
So it's these group of
Yeah.
young ladies are way more competitive
Yeah,
than
Miss
the
Pokhara.
right? But do you believe you can win this one as well?
Yes.
And does the prior experience help?
Yes.
It does, right? So Mamta, again, I'll give you 3 words only, right, that best describe you. 3 शब्दमा आफूलाई
Simple,
वर्णन गरिदिनु. Simple,
smart,
smart,
and beautiful.
I like how people can call themselves that. You know, I'm smart, I'm beautiful. All right. Well, I'll get back to you in a little while, Mamta. It was nice talking to you. Saira Lama, contestant number 18 from Thankuta. And you're a management student, and you want to become a businesswoman as well, but in agricultural sector, you say.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because I believe Nepal has that potential to create employment opportunities for the people. Because why किन abroad जाने भन्ने चाहिँ मेरो concept भयो के. We are just having 50% of export in agriculture sector.
Right.
I will be focusing on the 50% remaining.
But women and agriculture, you know, I mean, although, I mean, the back-end work of agricultural products, a lot of women involve themselves. You wouldn't really associate an urban girl with agriculture. Have you gotten this thought before as well? Have people told this to you?
Actually, I just recall those moments when everybody wanted to be a doctor and an engineer.
Right.
Nobody had that wish list to be in this farming sector. And I just felt like, why not? Why not agriculture? Because we live in an agriculture country. So basically, we are blessed with this, and we need to take advantage of this.
You Can Win by Shiv Khera. Describe that book to me in 3 lines.
Very positive. It just gives you that positive vibe within you, and it just you see the things. Winners don't do things differently. They do the same thing in a different way. That is the most important thing that I've always kept that in my mind.
So are you trying to do the same thing in a different way this year at Miss Nepal?
Yes, sir.
Who do you think is going to win Miss Nepal 2018?
Sorry?
Who's going to win, you think, Miss Nepal 2018?
All are the winners right now. Because
everybody's going to win. Who's going to go back home with the crown? All right, let me simplify.
Yes, I'm already wearing an invisible crown with me right now.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. I like the confidence. This entire room oozes of confidence, right? Yes. Sarah, it was nice talking to you. I'll talk to you in a little while again. Ashma Dungana, contestant number 19, is that correct? So everybody's a BBA student, right? Yeah. Any science student here? You're a science student. You're a stand. Oh, she's a bachelor's in pharmacy, right? So through communications, you would like to bring together conflicting people and ideas together to a common ground. Describe that for me, ma'am.
I believe communication is the most important tool that can change the world. Anything can be changed if you sit down and talk through it. And I'm also an American Embassy CEP grant recipient, and I have been working on my individual project of bringing 2 people with conflicting thoughts together in a team-building activity without letting them knowing of their differences. And in the end, we tell them about the differences and help them solve it. So
you believe communication is the key then,
yes,
right? And you've written and directed your first theater play in 2016. What was the play called?
It was called Jindagi Ko Mord. It was actually called The Crossroads of Destiny, but we had to convert it into Nepali, so it was Jindagi Ko Mord.
Right? And where was the play organized? Where was it held?
Sarvanam Theatre.
In Sarvanam Theatre. Did you act yourself as well?
I danced, and I was the narrator, but I was also the director, so I could not.
So you wrote it yourself and directed it yourself as well. Just give me the gist of your play. What was it about?
It was basically about domestic violence and how women are being oppressed in our society, and how we can contribute as individuals into bringing that into light and making the society a better place.
Well, that sounds brilliant, Ashma. Well, it was nice talking to you. I'll get back to you then in a little while. Now we move on to contestant number 20, Megha Shrestha. Contestant number 16's best friend, if I may call her that. So you are studying BA, but you've got a keen interest in fashion and modeling. Have you done fashion modeling?
Yes, sir.
How many of you have done modeling here? A lot of people have done modeling here, right? Not really? Oh, can we do a raise of hands again? How many people have done modeling? Well, quite few, much to my surprise. All right, so you've done modeling, right?
Yes.
Where did you walk?
I walk in fashion show, yeah.
Oh, well, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Well, I walked in the road, right? So, tell me about you. You've won country's national titles in 2017, 2018, soft tennis.
Yes,
oh, wow,
I'm a national player.
Somebody was mentioning you. Yeah. So how's it been playing soft tennis, which is not quite a popular game here in Kathmandu or Nepal?
Yes, I've been start from 13 years old, my junior high school, and
right. And how did you get introduced to soft tennis?
I was in Japan, and in Japan there is very soft tennis is very popular there.
Do you know how to speak Japanese?
Of course.
Do you want to say something to these beautiful
Yeah,
contestants
anything,
that we won't understand? Whatever you want to say, right? Because I mean, some of them will go back and translate it, I suppose. But I mean, so how is it? It's a fun language, isn't it? Japanese. Was it difficult to learn for you?
It was difficult, but since I went there when I was 8, so it was, just time makes everything fine.
So how long have you been in Japan?
For 14 years.
14 years?
Yes.
And you came back here to Nepal just for Miss Nepal?
Yes.
And why? Like, I mean, you're already there. Why not Miss Japan or something?
Not only for Miss Nepal. I also come here to play soft tennis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And why Miss Nepal? Because when I was in Japan, everyone didn't know about Nepal. Somebody don't know about the name Nepal, where, like something like that, and Himal. And have you ever climbed mountain? Have you ever climbed?
Have you?
And I really want to show them, not only in Japan, in international. I want to show what is Nepal, and this is the platform that I want to learn, and that's why I come here.
Can you speak Nepali?
Yes, म बोल्न सक्छु हजुर.
Right? So I suppose that's the right way to address Japanese, right? Thank you, Megha. I'll get back to you in a little while. Move on to Shrishti Karki, contestant number 21. Hi, Shrishti. How are you?
Hi, Suresh. I'm good. And you?
What have you been busy with? Are you the same Shrishti Karki that danced in Gangster Blues?
Yes.
Oh, so you are?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's a song that I liked and I watched a lot of times, probably played it in my show as well. How was that experience? Tell me that.
Sorry?
How was the experience there then? Dancing in an item number, I mean.
Since it was my first time,
right.
So I really had good experience in movie industry. I really loved what I did. Yes, I really had a good experience.
So are you signing films now? Are you doing more songs? What's it like?
Recently I have done a movie. It's named America Boys, and which will be releasing on June 1st.
Oh, well, so free promotion for your film.
Yes.
Right? So you like have you ever skydived?
No, I haven't done that, but it's on my bucket list.
Oh, so, and what about bungee? Have you tried that one?
I really wanted to do that when, like last year I came in Nepal. That was the first thing I really wanted to do, but I was busy with the movies, so I couldn't make it, but I really want to do that.
So where did you come back from?
From Spain.
From Spain. And is it for Miss Nepal again?
Actually, it was for Miss Nepal and for movie as well.
Oh, well, so it's a couple of things in your list then. How many of you have done bungee here? Anybody who's done bungee? Oh, you've done bungee already. All right, I'll ask you that experience later. But what I'm not seeing here is that you love to read romantic novels, right? But then you like the adrenaline rush as well when it comes to skydiving and bungee jumping. That's quite a mix, isn't it?
Yes, I think because that defines me. I love reading books as well, and I love traveling. I love doing skydiving and adventurous things. That's always on my bucket list. I did zipline in Pokhara. Last time when we went to Pokhara, that was quite good experience for me. So all the things, adventurous things, they are on my bucket list.
All right. I mean, you've got to be absolutely blunt, Shrishti, right? And because you're in the media fraternity as well, I hope you'll like cope up with my question as well. For you, who's going to be Miss World? Who's going to be Miss Universe? Who's going to be Miss Asia Pacific? And who's going to be Miss International?
That's a really tough question because I find every girl's equally.
Give me 4 names, Shrishti, that's it.
Is that compulsory to tell the name?
Now it is.
Because honestly, I find every girl equally deserving.
But do you think you'll be among those 4?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
All right, Shrishti. Thank you very much then, Shrishti. We'll get back to you in a little while. Alisha Adhikari, AA, contestant number 22 as well. Seems like everything is reiterating it for you, right? What do you call that? Alliteration. That's correct. So you're interested in modeling and you participated in Miss Michi, but you didn't win the pageant. You were in top 5. Top 5 मा हुनुहुन्थ्यो तपाईं. तपाईं झापाबाट हुनुहुन्छ?
हजुर झापाबाट.
झापामै बस्नु पनि हुन्छ?
हजुर झापामै बस्छु.
So you appeared in the audition झापामै?
हजुर झापा.
कतिजना हुनुहुन्थ्यो झापामा अडिसन गर्ने?
म एकजना.
तपाईं एकजना मात्र सेलेक्ट भएर फर्किनु भयो. के गर्नुहुन्छ झापामा?
झापामा मेरो आफ्नै डान्स एकाडेमी छ अनि म डान्स कोरियोग्राफी पनि गर्छु इभेन्टमा.
अनि मिस नेपाल किन त?
मिस नेपाल चाहिँ मेरो लागि एउटा सपना जस्तै थियो. मिस नेपाल चाहिँ जब मैले यसको बारेमा मजाले बुझेँ,
आफूलाई चाहिँ त्यहाँ जान एकदमै मोटिभेट गरे आफैले किनकि यसले चाहिँ कुनै पनि एउटी महिलाको आन्तरिक सुन्दरतालाई चाहिँ उत्तिकै मूल्याङ्कन दिएर बाहिरी सुन्दरता र आन्तरिक सुन्दरतालाई मूल्याङ्कन दिएर उत्तिकै निखारेर तिखारेर सबैसम्म प्रस्फुटन गर्न मद्दत गर्दै आएको छ अनि एउटा कोइलालाई चाहिँ हिरा बनाउने काम चाहिँ मिस नेपालले गर्दै आएको छ भन्ने मैले चाहिँ चाल पाएपछि थाहा पाएपछि म चाहिँ यहाँ आउने एकदमै आफूलाई मोटिभेट गरेँ
बन्नुभयो तपाईँ हिरा कि अलिकति बाँकी छ
बन्दैछु हजुर
Alisha, be honest to me हुन्छ नि यहाँ उपस्थित सबै हाम्रा कन्टेस्टेन्ट्सहरूले चाहिँ मसँग अङ्ग्रेजीमा संवाद गरिराख्नु भएको थियो तपाईँ एकजना नेपालीमा संवाद गरिराख्नु भएको छ राइट बिकज probably that's your stronger suit होइन त्यो चाहिँ तपाईँ अलि दक्ष हुनुहुन्छ नेपाली बोल्नु अब त्यसले गर्दा तपाईँलाई काहीँ न काहीँ इन्फियोरिटी कम्प्लेक्स फिल हुन्छ अरूहरूसँग कि म चाहिँ नेपालीमा बोल्छु सबैजना चाहिँ अङ्ग्रेजी पनि बोल्छन् एकदम फरर प्रखरै छन् म चाहिँ प्रखर नेपाली त बोल्छु तैपनि कता कता मनमा अलिकति चाहिँ हुन्छ नि मैले जानेको भए जस्तो हुन्छ
अङ्ग्रेजी पुरै इङ्ग्लिस पुरै नआउने त होइन तर पनि सुरुमा आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई सबैजना इङ्ग्लिसमा ट्यालेन्ट अनि म चाहिँ नेपालीमा अलिकति असर पार्ला कि जस्तो लाग्थ्यो तर सबैजनाले चाहिँ मलाई एकदम तिम्रो नेपाली एकदमै राम्रो छ तिमी नेपालीमै बोल भनेपछि चाहिँ मतलब ल्याङ्ग्वेजले केही फरक पार्दैन यो चाहिँ एउटा माध्यम मात्र हो भन्ने चाहिँ मैले बुझेर म नेपालीमा अहिले बोल्न एकदमै कम्फर्टेबल पनि छु एकदमै खुसी पनि छु
मिस नेपाल थाहा छ तपाईँलाई जसले नेपालीमा बोलेर जित्नु भएको थियो
हजुर
को
सुगरिका केसी
That's right. So, good talking to you, Alisha. तपाईँसँग फेरि फिर्ता आउँछु म एकछिनपछि
हजुर
Alisha Buratoki, contestant number 23.
Yes, sir.
How are you, Alisha?
I am fine, Suraj.
BSCCSIT. Yes. What is
What does that mean?
That's
That
rocket
means
science for me.
Bachelor's in Computer Science and Information Technology.
Oh, well, how simple was that, right? And it's written here as well. So it's why, I mean, again, it's another field where you don't associate women with, right? In Nepal, at least, and you're there in the IT sector in computer science. What drove you?
Sorry?
What drove you? Kele Gorda says you chose computer science or IT.
Because I was interested in technology from the very first time.
Right.
Because technology is proved to be one of the tools in the world that if we want to make anything in the world beyond our imagination or within our imagination, then we can use the technology. That's why I choose technology as my field.
When you went back to your friends in your college and you said, I'm going to participate in Miss Nepal, being a computer science and IT student, were they surprised a little bit?
Yeah, they were absolutely surprised because I was so much shy at my college too.
But has this been a dream for you throughout your life as well?
Yeah, throughout my life. From the very first time I knew about Miss Nepal, that was my dream.
When was that?
That was, I think, when Malvika Subba was crowned.
Well, that's a long
I used
time
to watch
ago,
it
right?
with my sisters.
That's a long time ago, I
Yeah.
suppose. And you tell me, when was the first time you were introduced to a phone, to a telephone, or just a mobile phone?
I was introduced at my class when I was at class 12.
Class 12?
Yeah.
But then you decided...
That phone
Oh,
means
well.
mobile phone,
Oh, right.
not telephone.
Oh, well. So, Alisha, good talking to you. I'll come back to you in a little while then.
Thank you, Suraj.
Anjila Mohat, contestant number 24.
Hello, Suraj.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, bachelor's in nursing.
Yes.
And again, so it's when a patient comes to you, right, and if you win, then will you be wearing your tiara? Will you be wearing your crown?
No,
Can you
I
wear your
won't-
crown to work?
I won't be wearing a crown to my work. I don't think so.
It says here you're from Kathmandu.
I'm
but
from
are you
Kathmandu.
somebody who's traveled from abroad to participate in Miss Nepal as well?
Yes.
Yes? From where?
From Brisbane, Australia.
From Brisbane. So how many people have come from abroad to participate in Miss Nepal? One from Japan, one from Sydney. You're from the US, right? Who's from the US? Somebody was from the US. You're from the US, right? And you're from Australia as well. Wow. So how's the experience been like? What do your Australian friends say back home?
They support me a lot. They've been really supportive and they've been voting for me. They're just really happy that I'm doing what I love. Like, it's always been a dream, so they're really happy for me.
Coming from abroad, does that separate you in a sense that it gives you an outer perspective towards this country? Or do you think you've missed out on a few things that probably other contestants are equipped with?
Well, when you're staying abroad, you are busy in your own life, your work, your study, and so much thing that you do miss out a little bit about what's happening in your country and all. But other than that, at the end of the day, we're Nepalese by our heart. We always care for our country, and we do keep ourselves updated of what's happening in our country. So just a little bit, we miss out on what's happening, but we can catch up on that.
You can catch up on that.
Yeah.
Do you believe you can be crowned Miss Nepal this year then?
Of course I do.
Yeah?
Yes.
Who do you think is going to be your toughest competitor?
Oh, everybody.
I know Australians are shrewd, aggressive, right? So they'll directly name.
Not shrewd.
Well, you look at the Australian cricket team and then you tell me that, right? But anyways.
I'm not Australian, so.
So you don't have that trait in you.
I am a Nepali.
You
so
are a Nepali,
yes,
right? So you
definitely.
don't see anybody else as competition, or do you see
They're
everybody
all
as
competitors. Like they're all tough competitors for me. Before I joined Miss Nepal, I thought, oh, I'm gonna win. But when I came here, I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, they're all tough competitors.
All right. It's good talking to you. Then
Thank
I'll
you.
get back to you in a little while. Shrinkala Khatiora, contestant number 25. Do you feel sad that you were at the last, contestant number 25?
I'm actually really happy because people tend to remember people who are at the first or last, so I'm really happy. I'm
Is that
25.
true, Mahima? So you're bachelor in architecture then?
Yes,
So
I'm an
another
architect.
Oh, so another science student. And what drove you towards joining Miss Nepal?
It had always been a dream, but apart from that, I knew that this platform gave my voice a power. So I want to inspire a lot of people, as much people as I can. That's the reason that I joined Miss Nepal. And to be honest, I want to win the Miss World, so Miss Nepal is one big step towards it.
Oh, wow. That's some confidence then. Asian Paints Design Competition Architecture Student Award 2016. If I'm not wrong, that was of the covered hall, was it? That's the stadium covered hall?
Yeah, in that competition, that was the national that I came first runner-up in that. But
Right.
before that, we had to compete between the students at our college. That's the one that I won. In the
Right.
nationals for the covered hall, I was the first runner-up.
So, and it must come as a surprise to your friends and family as well, right? छोरी त हिजोसम्म आर्किटेक्चर पढिरहेको थियो इन्जिनियर आज मिस नेपाल जान्छु भन्छ हुँदैन त्यस्तो?
Actually, everybody pushed me to enter Miss Nepal.
Oh,
They
wow.
didn't know that it was my dream, but anyone that I would meet, why don't you participate in Miss Nepal? That would be, a part of our conversation. So none of them were surprised. They are actually really glad, and everyone's been supporting me.
Apart from you, एकजना व्यक्तिले जित्यो भने खुसी हुनुहुन्छ भने चाहिँ को हुन्थ्यो?
जसले जिते नि खुसी हुन्छ
जसले जित्यो भने खुसी हुनुहुन्छ?
एकदमै everyone's deserving, and I'm
You guys have been
overwhelmed.
through some immense training because I've been trying to crack you since the start and nobody has given up as of yet. All right. It was nice talking to you, Shrinkala.
Yes, nice talking to you, Suraj.
I hope you have a good pageant as well.
Thank you so much.
So 25 contestants. I have about 10, 11 questions here, and this one's for all of you, right? So basically, you can either raise your hand or you can answer in chorus as well. If it's unanimous, fine. Otherwise, we're going to do a vote count, right? Are you ready? And it has to be instant, right? First question is, if I were to lock all of you in a room without mobile phones, TV, and there's one small bed, who'd be the first to go to sleep? You would be the first to go to sleep? Yeah? Do you think she would be the first to go to sleep, or who would be the Yeah, who would be the first to go to sleep? Angela? Angela, stand up.
Hi.
Oh, you'd go be my. Is that because of the jet lag then?
Yeah, most of the time.
All right. It's a different time zone, huh? Yeah. Who here is the most fun person to be around with?
Shiksha.
Who? Siksha. Saya. Saira. All right, Saira, stand up. Siksha as well. Oh, so you guys are the most fun person to be around with. I'll keep that in mind. Who here is most emotional? Who's cried? अहिलेसम्म ट्रेनिङमा रोकेको छ? कोही पनि रोकेको छैन? Everybody? सबैजना रोकेको छ? My God, Rashnath is not going to like this coming out on national TV. Because of bonding. So those were happy tears. But you all cried. It still doesn't make sense. Somebody stand up and explain that to me. Like, all right, Shiksha, go ahead. Where's the mic?
हामी चाहिँ धुलीखेलमा गएको थियौँ अस्ति इन्टरेक्सन सेसन थियो हाम्रो महेश सरसँग नै थियो र त्यतिखेर चाहिँ हामीले आफूलाई एक्सप्रेस गर्नुपर्ने थियो एउटा चार्ट पेपरमा सबैजनाले आफ्नो लाइफलाई कसरी तपाईँले पोर्ट्रे गर्नुहुन्छ भनेर स्केच गरेर हामीले एक्सप्लेन गराएको थियौँ र सबैको पालो आउँदै गर्दाखेरि
सबैले आफ्नो लाइफमा घटेको तितो मिठो सबै कुरा सबैले सेयर गर्यो कि जुन कुरा हामी कहिले पनि हाम्रो बारेमा सेयर गर्न सक्दैनथ्यौँ होला त्यो प्लेटफर्ममा हामीले आएर सेयर गर्यौँ हरेक मान्छेको स्टोरी यति इमोसनल थियो सबैजना रोएको थियौँ कि नट इभन अ सिङ्गल पर्सन मलाई याद छैन जो रुनु भएको थिएन त्यो दिन होइन सो एभ्री वान वेयर रियली इमोसनल द्याट डे अनि सबैको स्टोरी नै यति इमोसनल थियो आई क्यान एक्सप्लेन मच वी अल नो वाट वी वेन्ट थ्रु द्याट डे
Wow, that's quite an experience then, wasn't it? Who here sings very well? All right, Shushmita Sunaidinas. Yeah, why not? Is there a beatboxer here in the house? All right, no worries. What do you want to sing? Nepali, English is all we're going to grant.
Nepali.
Nepali.
Okay.
Kun git. So request so audience ko bhane bhannu paइन्छ है?
नयाँ नयाँ. Okay. नयाँ नयाँ सजो है संसार.
ल.
नयाँ नयाँ सजो है संसार.
Probably the clap then.
सुख दुःख बाटो है मिलेर. घामको पहिलो किरण छुन्छ गरा गरा. आफ्नै डाँडा काँडा आफ्नै गाउँ सारा. नयाँ नयाँ सजो है संसार. सुख दुःख बाटो है मिलेर. Thank you.
Wow, that was quite amazing, right? Is she going to win the Miss Nepal talent round then, do you think? Do you think that's going to be enough?
We have a professional dancer over there, Savani.
Oh, right. They're dancers, they're choreographers.
Yeah.
Are you going to present your Asian paints, I mean, the entire thing in talent round? Can you do that, saying I designed it? Did you ask, though? Oh, well. Thank you very much. You've got a beautiful voice, ma'am. All the best for your talent round as well then.
Thank you, sir.
All right, probably I got to this question already, but I'm going to ask again. And probably this is true for all of you guys because you're so fit, right? Who here enjoys eating but doesn't worry herself with the amount of calories at all? Shiksha? Is that you, Shiksha? Do you eat a lot, like honestly?
Yes, I do. Because
do you work out?
even in our I do work out. हाम्रो ब्रेक जुन हुन्छ हैन त्यतिखेर पनि आई इट एभ्रीवन स्टफ जसले जुन जुन खादैन सबैको लेफ्ट ओभर चाहिँ मेरो प्लेटमा हुन्छ कि वेदर इट बी चिकन वेदर इट बी स्प्यागेटी एभ्रिथिङ सो फ्राइज जसले उब्रेको हुन्छ सर शिक्षा त खा तँलाई केही पनि लाग्दैन तँ खा भन्ने हुन्छ कि सो आई इन्जोय इटिङ फुड द्याट्स वाइ आई हेभ अ प्लान टु ओपन अ
Who here doesn't go to the gym? Everybody goes to the
Everyone
gym?
have to.
My God. Well, gone are the days when only men were seen at the gym, huh? All right then, next question. Who here has the highest monthly phone bill? Or is always on the phone, basically? Who? Everybody? Who is it?
We haven't been able to identify that because we don't get to use
You never
phone.
get your phones?
No.
All right, then this is more or less, you've got to admit it. Who here is on the phone when they get their phone? Who thinks so? Is it you? Is Mahima? Shrishti? Everybody is. And what do you guys do on your phone? Facebook and stuff, yeah, social networking sites. Does anybody play mobile phone games? Yeah, like what? Like Candy Crush and... Oh, well, stuck in yesterday then, isn't it?
Play FIFA sometimes.
All right, so who here clicks more than 5 photos of herself in a day?
Megha.
All right, Sandhya and Megha, stand up. Do you click more than 5 photos a day of yourself?
Yes, more.
50?
Yeah, 50. Yeah.
50? And do you post all of those in?
Not posting, but I like take photo, video, everything.
And what about you? Right, right. Don't blatantly lie, right? I mean,
she always takes selfie.
I do, everyone notices me.
Oh, well. It's more than 5 photos a day. I think the American Psychiatrist Association diagnosed that as a selfie disorder already. But, I mean, once you wear the crown, if you guys win, then that's going to come in handy, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, thank you, girls. Who here has the highest fan following on social media? Megha. Megha, stand up. And she tells us she doesn't post those pictures.
I know, I post it, but not all.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
How many followers do you have? On what networking site?
Instagram.
Instagram, how many followers?
14,000.
14,000?
One
That's the highest? Yeah?
Yeah.
Shrishti, how many followers do you have? Oh, wow. Wow. They don't know, perhaps they don't know that it's you that danced on that. Oh, your account's private. Right, right, right. But you, I mean, so are you, when it comes to voting, is she the one who's with the lead as well, or who is the one with the lead?
We don't know, yeah.
I mean, isn't it about likes? Can you just not go and see on Facebook? No? SMS voting.
SMS,
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Who do you think is winning? Who spent the most? Who spent
Shrinkala,
the most
maybe.
when it comes to SMS voting? Let's be honest here. We've all spent, right? Huh, Shrinkala?
yeah.
Shrinkala, stand up. How much money have you spent on voting so far? Or your family? Let's go with that one.
Actually, it's the whole Hetauda that's been voting for me, so it's not my own money. They've been
So
voting
quite
for me.
popular in Hetauda then.
Yes.
But have you been making those appeals, like please vote for me kind of a thing?
I haven't got a lot of time to spend much time on social
Right.
media, but my family and friends have been sharing my pictures like anything, so
So do you think you are in the lead?
hopefully, yes.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
the best then.
Thank you.
How many of you keep track of Nepali politics? Very honestly. Yeah? How many of you see yourself as a politician someday? So you see yourself as a bachelor's in architecture, so you're going to be like Dr. Bhattrai almost, huh? Well, that's nice. How many of you keep track of Nepali sports then? म सोध्छु है प्रश्न अब चाहिँ like. Huh? How many of you keep track of Nepali sports? Let's be honest here. Nobody? Can anybody name Nepali national football team's captain? Shrinkala, thank you. You've given me my promo.
Please don't air that.
All right, Sagar Thapa was sacked a long time, so none of you keep track of Nepali sports, right? The answer was Biraj Mahajan, and he's going to be quite disappointed to see 25 of Nepal's like most gorgeous women don't know who he is, right? My God, Biraj bhai, apologies, I shouldn't have asked that, probably. Tell me a fun incident during your training so far, the most fun. Decide amidst yourself which was the most fun incident. Zip line? Yeah? So everybody went and you, all right, then. So what was your excuse, Mahima? I'm too pretty for these kind of things.
Usually, you know, people, they have to-do list. I also have not to-do list, and bungee, and zip lining. Those are few of the stuff that I don't want to do.
So you have fear
yeah,
of heights?
Yeah, I'm really
Oh,
scared
well.
of heights and speed as well.
Right. You yourself have got tremendous height and you're scared of height. By the way, I heard that the average height in Miss Nepal this year is what, 5'6", 5'7"? Yes. Who's the tallest here? Stand up. How tall are you? 5'9". And who's been the tallest in Miss Nepal's history? Is it Nagma? Yeah. And how tall is she? 5'10". And so is there a standard for all the heels that you're wearing? How many inches? 4 inches. So right now not 4 inches. Oh well, so 5'8" you said you're 5'9". That makes you above 6 feet. So that's why you guys look so tall. All right, who here thinks she'll win Miss Nepal 2018? Raise your hands. Everybody? Everybody thinks they're going to win? All right. All right, girls. Thank you very much then. I guess that's going to be it. Do you guys have anything to say? Like anything that you want to say? To each other, to the audience, anything that you thought I might have missed, you know, because we want this to be uniform. We want everybody to get a chance. If you have something in your head and if you want to say it, just raise your hand and say it. Anybody? All right, let's start with Mahima then.
I actually really want to thank Nepal TV for this opportunity, for the interaction session here. It was really a really nice experience here because this was the very first time that I witnessed something like this, and also Hidden Treasure for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Right. Except for the thankings, if you have anything to say, right?
टेलिभिजन चाहिँ नेपालको हरेक कुनामा प्रसारण हुन्छ सो नेपाल टेलिभिजनको मार्फत म के भन्न चाहन्छु भन्दाखेरि नेपाल भनेको काठमाडौँ अथवा हुन्छ नि मेजर सिटिजहरू मात्रै होइन पूर्व मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म नै नेपाल हो सो देयर आर सो मेनी गर्ल्स हु ल्याक कन्फिडेन्स हुन्छ नि मिडियामा आउन अथवा ममा के कमजोर छ कि सो द्याट आई कान्ट बी मिस नेपालको प्लेटफर्ममा भन्ने हुनुहुन्छ होला सो आई वान्ट टु टेल दोज गर्ल्स यु आर नट लेस देन अस होइन वी आर इभन नट बेटर दे आर सो मेनी अदर बेटर गर्ल्स हामी भन्दा पनि अझै राम्रो पनि हुनुहुन्छ होला उहाँलाई चाहिँ दे डोन्ट feel worthy enough to be here. So I want to tell those girls, please be confident and step out of your comfort zone and be here. And you can learn so many things. You know get to experience a lot. So if you think you are capable enough of doing things, just step outside your comfort zone and face this.
All right. Thank you, Kasia. Anybody else? All right, get up. This is number 6, and Sharvani wants to say something.
Yeah, so I just want to mention that this is the very first time that all 25 of us are doing this sort of an interview and coming on national television. And I feel that after this entire interview, I realized that I feel so blessed and honored to be sitting among such driven, independent, and confident young ladies. And I hope that there are thousands of other girls who are inspired to just be themselves, be confident, and take a stand for what they believe in. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharvani. Anybody else? All right, I'll take one more.
नेपाल टेलिभिजन चाहिँ हाम्रो देशको हरेक ठाउँमा हरेक कुनामा पुगिरहेको हुन्छ र यो मञ्चको मार्फत चाहिँ म अहिले हेरिरहनु भएको सबैजनालाई के भन्न चाहन्छु भने मिस नेपाल भन्ने बित्तिकै मोस्ट अफ द हाम्रो देशको मानिसहरूमा के धारणा हुन्छ भने शारीरिक सौन्दर्य मिस नेपाल भनेको राम्री भए पुग्छ भन्ने जुन एउटा कन्सेप्ट छ म चाहिँ के भन्न चाहन्छु भने मिस नेपाल इज नट ओन्ली अबाउट बिङ ब्युटिफुल राम्री मात्रै नभएर मिस नेपालमा चाहिँ थुप्रै गुणहरू भएको हुनुपर्छ र जसरी पर्यटकीय क्षेत्र टुरिज्मले हाम्रो देशलाई विकास गर्न मद्दत पुर्याइरहेको हुन्छ त्यसैले मिस नेपाल इज वान अफ देम होइन जसले चाहिँ हाम्रो देशलाई अरू देश मार्फत इन्टरनेसनल प्लेटफर्म बाहिर चिनाउन सक्छ र हामी सबैजना चाहिँ यहाँ राम्री मात्रै नभएर सबै गुणहरू सबै क्वालिटी पोजेस गरे चाहिँ आफ्नो देशलाई चिनाउन र देशको लागि राम्रो गर्न यहाँ आएका हौँ त्यसैले मिस नेपाल तर्फ चाहिँ सकारात्मक सोच राखी हामी सबैलाई साथ दिनु होला सपोर्ट गर्नु होला धन्यवाद
Thank you, Sushmita. All right, then, I guess that's it. Thank you for joining us from the other side of the screen. Thank you for my television crew here at Nepal Television. It's indeed been an honor. If you're watching via Nepal Television, if you're watching us digitally via the Hidden Treasures channel, make sure that you go out there and vote these lovely contestants, because whether they win or not actually depends on your support as well. Now I think the next time we'll be seeing you is in the grand finale of the Miss Nepal pageant 2018, which is scheduled for 11th April 2018. So until next time, I guess it's time all of us give you a joint bye-bye. Thank you. Keep watching Nepal Television.
The Hidden Treasure proudly presents Miss Nepal 2018. Brought to you by Roslyn FM 95.2, powered by Colors Mobile, styled by Levon.